So I looked at the conventions of just a standard music video. In terms of editing, it depends on the genre. Slow shots show a slow, peaceful theme, whilst quick cuts show a more upbeat song, such as drum and bass. This is conventional for music videos. Our drum and bass genre meant that we used a lot of quick cuts to emphasise the tempo and pace of the music. One example is at 1:48 in, where we see many cuts of the last character in the forest through different camera angles. These cuts are exaggerated to reinforce the audience the pace of the music. Altogether it makes it much more interesting for the audience. Mise en scene, conventionally the lights relate to the genre, just like editing. Pop is usually bright and colourful, whereas rock is generally darker, low-key lighting. Locations, conventionally we see 3+ locations in a music video. This makes the video seem more interesting, being able to identify different unique locations. We filmed in a tunnel in London, an alley and a local forested area. All these 3 areas were successful in creating an urban look, which we desired for our drum and bass genre music video. We position the artist in the centre of the screen to get the audience attention. This positioning also automatically attracts the audience to the product. The artist's name and single title is also centre of the cover. This reinforces the album's presence. This will encourage the customer to buy the product. Branding of the product is also around the back, such as Facebook and iTunes. Logos need to be present, however they're commonly in the lower corner because they're less significant. The songs listing will also be present on the back page, along with the technical details of the album, such as the record labels.
So I looked at conventions for just drum and bass. The conventions that we had to include in our video relating to the genre of drum and bass were hidden identity, so use of mask. Hidden identity is the key convention which we wanted to include in our video, and we used the pig mask, as you can see here. We decided to use this mask to engage our audience, males, and to create a dark and eerie feel for the video. The second drum and bass convention we used was low-key lighting. This is shown in the shot of the tunnel. Even though this shot was inspired by a video we watched, the reasoning to the low-key lighting was to create a creepy effect, demonstrating the drum and bass video. We used reverse editing. This was something which we use mainly, as every drum and bass mainly has one. We used it within ours when Ollie was blowing out the smoke. This was effective as it was abstract and it gave us the urban feel to the video, using all of the conventions in the video genre to a video of drum and bass feel. We also used conventions of drum and bass in our CD cover and advertisement. The first convention is artist appearance. We had to photo shoot, set up and take a picture of Ollie. We used low-key lighting to take the picture as it highlights the drum and bass feel. Ollie's face appeared on the advertisement central. We then edited it on Photoshop. Drum and bass convention of hidden identity. On the CD covers, his identity was also hidden in most of the pictures. This was because we researched other drum and bass CD covers and advertisements. Here you can see we came to the conclusion that it was more abstract. We also included the convention of colour. Drum and bass CD covers and advertisements are usually underground colours and low-key muted colours. We used this within the advertisement and the CD. This was because we wanted to create the urban and creepy feel which is reflected on the video.
One of the first videos we looked at for inspiration was dub physics marker. We immediately liked their use of masks and headwear, which is where our pig mask idea came from, and we also liked the dark lighting used with a lot of elements of fire added, which we also used in our video. the fast tempo of it, which followed through into our video, as we use quite fast tempo. The second video we analysed was Calyx and TV Elevate the Sound. There were similar inspirations, such as the conventional use of masks again. There were lots of close-ups from unusual angles, which we also used, and there was a lot of smoke throughout the video, which we liked as it's very unusual and it's kind of like the fire element, so it's very different. Lastly, we watched Any Count to 10. One thing we took from it was the use of tracking shots to create a story within the video behind the artist, and we also liked the mise-en-scene, as there was a lot of graffiti and abandoned building type shots, which we tried to incorporate into our video. We got our inspiration for our CD cover advertisements through looking at those artists' CD covers, especially Any, as there are a lot of unusual shapes and patterns used in the cover, which we tried to use in ours, as well as obscuring the artist's identity on one of the sides of the covers.